Thanks for having us, everybody. Hey, if you ever thought I sounded or looked like my dad, wait till you hear me mumble and stumble through this mess. I know we're related. So when I was little, all my heroes had cauliflower ears and herpes. Or they thought cauliflower ears were just normal. That's just like how your ears grew when you were an adult. So as you all know, my dad's super uncomfortable with big groups. He's super uncomfortable with praise. So he's probably dying inside right now. So we're going to make him cringe a little bit more and talk about him a little bit. He's always been extremely quiet, extremely humble. He's never believed in pageantry or why have ribbons or trophies. Pass that down to us a little bit. He'd often repurpose his awards as soon as they came in. We never knew if he was on TV or in the paper until our friends would call and be like, hey, your dad was on TV. Didn't know. And then the coup de grace was Mom found out he'd been added to the Wrestling Hall of Fame when a reporter called her for a quote. He never told her. She had no idea. So I do recall a period, though, when he walked a little chestier after Daniel won gold in 2000. He was trying to sneak it into conversations all the time. Gold numbers, gold numbers. Maybe a year. So, might surprise some of you to know that he's, there's two sides to the guy. He's actually a huge softie at home. Mom was the one that had to be the disciplinarian. He was the fun one. She had to be the heavy. Yeah, sorry. Another shocker that will definitely surprise a lot of people, he never swore at home. He never swore at home, which is crazy because I recall going to practice with him when I was like 9 or 10, and he swore for like 90 minutes straight. I guess I'm old enough to handle it now.
So, just listening to a lot of the speeches tonight, it sounds like a lot of you feel like you grew up and matured in that wrestling room, and Cody and I did too. We love getting thrown around by our extended family. Wrestlers make the best babysitters, mainly because they want to play all the time and they're a little bit scared, so we got away with everything. There was a lot of carryover in our life from Dad's coaching to home. He would agree to play any sport we ever wanted. We wanted to go play ball, we were out there with him. Now it's golf. He learned how to ski in his 40s. When he got bored at home, though, we'd see this coffee table slide out of the way, and we knew whether we wanted to or not, whether we were 16 and 14 and wanted to or not, we were in for a match. I don't think we ever won. No. Some of the things that carried over that weren't so great was we were never allowed to put the heat on in the car on the way to a soccer game. We had to acclimatize. I'm pretty sure we were the only 7-year-olds that when we got a bloody nose on the field who would stuff it with cotton, and I'd be like, oh, it's running down the back of my throat, just spit it out. We were expected to always do our best in practice, and it was so annoying because he could coach any sport. I even tried swimming for a while, but still got just swim faster. Yep.
Go, Dad.
Hi, everybody. I'm very honored to be here today and to talk to all of you. When Justin asked me to speak, yes, I was very, very honored. I didn't hesitate to say yes. But then he told me I was going to be the last one to speak, and I got a little less excited because everybody you've seen up here today talking, they have been my idols, especially Carol, somebody that I've looked up to and that I've wanted to be like for my entire life since I was very, very young. So yeah, it's an honor to be up here today. I'm very excited. So we all know about Mike. We know he is the most respected coach, I think, of all time. And that's just not for his accomplishments in the sport, but also for the strength of his character. He is one of the smartest, most selfless people you will ever meet. He has the most integrity of any person I've ever met, and that's in the wrestling world and outside in real life. He is also one of the most honest, as I think there's a theme here, but he is probably the only man who can comment on a woman's weight and point out the fact that she has gained weight without that woman being offended. So
Returning silver medalist from the Worlds the previous year, so I was kind of expected to do well. And I think Mike was expecting me to do well as well, but it didn't happen. I'm sure you remember, Mike. I was in the semifinals wrestling the Swede, and I think I was up like 4 points. 30 seconds left to go. I get inside leg tripped. Not once, but twice. In the last 5 seconds, okay? And so I ended up losing to the Swede and not doing very well at those World Championships. And I just remember walking back to the corner, preparing myself to get really reamed out, and I was, cause that was shitty. But what Mike did was, he just kind of clapped me on the shoulder, kind of shook his head a little bit, and all he said was, you didn't have to fall right to your back on that last one. Yeah, thanks, Mike. He has that gift of doing very little and making a huge impact, somehow.
But in all seriousness, the reason that we are doing it on the long weekend is because Cody, it was a weekend he was able to come up from LA, and we all know how important family is to Mike, and that's a big deal for him. We all know Donna and Cody and Corey have made many sacrifices for us over the years, so Mike could be there for us. I was lucky enough to go to school with both Cody and Corey and have some classes with them. And I think I may have even wrestled with Corey once or twice on the mats in training. And they were always willing to give. They were always willing to sacrifice for others. And I think that's something that Mike probably instilled in them. And I think it's something that he's always tried to pass on.
Donna Jones.
I think it's going to save the sport someday. So, short version of that story, real quick, is Sport Canada approved a $20,000 grant, which allowed us to have a planning meeting. We hosted the first ever first ever women's wrestling tournament was at SFU, the Klansman Invitational, which featured Japan and Venezuela. And in Mike's office in the above the East Gym, which I don't know, is it still there? No. Anyways, we designed the women's wrestling program for the 1991 introduction, and the rest is really history. But I do want to say, and make no mistake, it was Mike's early vision which set up Canada for early success internationally. And I can tell you at the time, the majority of the coaches across Canada were against it, and that's when I knew it was a really good idea.
First guy to lose the Olympic gold. So there you go. Bob was also, he's the first guy to lose the Olympic gold for Mike. Yes? No, I took that right out of the Mike Jones playbook. It will be published one day. My sister will put her name on it, but she wouldn't have written any of it. You'll have to give her credit, Mike. Mike's first 4-time NAI national champs here. His name's Bob Molly, too. Bit of a false front there. Him and his son, they both took 6 years to get through college, so it's not as impressive when you're 27 and doing it. Mike's first 4-time national champion in women's wrestling here. Her name's Vicki Anthony. Currently my favorite 48-kilo girl wrestler in the world. Until I check my email and see what that Japanese girl's thinking these days. And Mike's very first Olympic champion in women's wrestling is here today, Carol Wynn. And And really, like one of the things that came up when Mike was going to retire, we said, we want to have a party for you, Mike. You're a big deal. He goes, yeah, I know I'm a big deal. Mike Jones. He goes, but let's just do the golf tournament. So we do the golf tournament every year, and you know what? There's people that don't like the golf. Mike's like, what? I said, no, it's not. This is about you, Mike. We're not going to do that thing where you tell me, point on everyone in the room that's a winner. Because everybody here is a winner. Mike's proud of everyone here. We're a family. With the, it's a bit dysfunctional at times, but, you know who you are. Dysfunctional people, you. But we're here because we love Mike. Because Mike put his heart and soul to the program. He built something horrible if, like, too many people showed up. But it's not that bad. We're all in here. We're squeezing in wrestling style. But before we get started, I really want to identify right away. I want to get the elephant in the room out of the way. Mike, please stand up. Okay, Mike, sit down. Mike Jones is alive. This is not a celebration of life. A lot of wrestlers do not read their emails. My God, like, what did he die from? It must have been so sudden. Who's carrying the casket? Yes. He's alive. He's made the decision to retire. 41 years. That's a long time. He started coaching at SMU when I was 5 years old. I didn't even know who he was. Can you imagine not knowing who Mike Jones is? Ridiculous. I had bad parents. We had a little shindig at SFU a couple weeks ago. Teresa Hansen was here tonight. She's our athletic director. Teresa. A supporter and a lover of wrestling. She came to a dual meet before she even started her first day at the job. Yes, so we like her. She's a basketball person, but we can teach her how to wrestle. She spoke, she said some nice things about Mike. Mike Rennie got up. Mike Rennie's here today. He's our softball coach.
He's going, he's like this, his toes are sunk, like so far in the mat.
But look at his eyes.
Starting mat.
In the picture of him, if you look at his eyes are looking right where he's going.
I know.
I mean, they're looking at
He
him.
lands at him. Look, he's popping.
Yeah, the head is turning, but the eyes are.
Doesn't it work?
His brother was coming in.
Yeah, Andrew, yeah. I'm just so that when we talk in the spring, he can say, "Oh, that's so and so," and
These his grandchildren here?
yes, yeah.
Looks
These,
like you have a new toy.
no, I just so when I have friends that when we meet in the spring for golf, I can say, "Hey, this is what."